Hello to all of our community group leaders. This is the Teaching Series Extra for June 25th, 2017. We are getting right to the end of our teaching series of the Bible in 10 words, and we're finishing up with the 10th word this week. Next week is going to be a little bit of an extra word as we've looked at the Bible in 10 words. Next week is going to be the capstone message where we talk about the Bible in one word, and that word is a name. That is the person of Jesus Christ. He sums up all of the Scripture, and all of the Scripture points to Him. So the word for this week is the word sweat, and it's interesting that the word sweat only shows up 2 times in the entirety of the Bible. Now, here's a question that I would encourage you to use in your community groups that will help you know each other as a community, but also help you understand theology just a bit better. In the curse, when humanity distanced themselves from God, when we distanced ourselves from God through our disobedience, a curse was given that all of our work from that point on would be painful labor, and you can see that in Genesis chapter 3. So if I were leading a community group discussion, I would say, okay, what do you do for a living? And kind of go around the room. Not everyone has to go, but share different occupations. Now you're getting to know each other just a little bit better by discovering what you do in your occupation, but then to ask, what is it about your job that you like least? What is it about your job that is painful? For me as a pastor, there's many aspects of my job that I love. I mean, I get to study the Bible, I get to hang out with people, but a painful part of my job is doing funerals. I never feel like doing a funeral, right? But it's a painful responsibility that I've been given in my job. I don't like to see people upset. I don't like to see people die and suffer, but that's a part of the job. And so whenever I experience that least favorite part of my job, I am experiencing the impact of sin, okay? So as you go around the circle and share this, you're giving a first-hand account of the consequence of sin. Then to realize that Jesus too sweated in the garden. In fact, Luke 22:44 is the second time that word appears, and the only time in the New Testament that the word agony appears. And so here is Jesus doing the least favorite part of his job, but it was the most essential part of his job for our salvation, surrendering himself, sacrificing himself on our behalf. So that's our teaching series extra for the week, just to give you that community group discussion. By the way, don't overlook those who don't have a paid occupation. Okay, if somebody is a stay-at-home parent, that is just as much of a job as anyone else, in fact, even more so. And even though it might be unpaid, there's that unpleasurable aspect to it that is a reminder of the curse, but is also a reminder of the redeeming work of Christ, that He endured agony on our behalf. May God bless you as you lead your community groups this week, and thanks for serving along with me.